pitch. Then he swings, loops one to shallow left field. Out goes a left fielder. On comes a third baseman, and it drops and bounces into the stands for a ground rule double.
Peterson just couldn't get there. It is a double in a 4-hit night. Game 1 of the World Series for young Andrew Benintendi as the Red Sox try to get that run right back. And that's going to be it for Urias. Pitching change with Pedro Baez taking over here in the 7th. Struck him out. High heat at 97 from Baez.
First out, Baez sizzles one pass. It's Moreland. And Martinez is going to be intentionally walked.
Now a 2-2 from Baez. Struck him out. High heat took care of Moreland. The same for Bogarts. As Alex Wood takes over.
So he is facing Eduardo Nunez with 2 on and 2 out. Eddie 1-4-6 as a pinch hitter. Check of the runners, the 1-0. Nunez swings it, drives one to left, high and deep by the wall. Gone! 3-run pitch over Eduardo Nunez. Can you believe it? And the Red Sox lead at 8-4. And how about the magic of Alex Cora?
Unbelievable. That was a line drive that barely got out. You weren't sure if it was going to be high enough.
And the Red Sox open up game 1. 8-4 here in the 7th.
Peterson just turned around and hoped that something would come back, and nothing did. Bottom of the 5th, Dodgers 2-1.
2 out, nobody on, and the number 9 hitter Vasquez coming up. Here's the 0-2. That's inside as Ryu thought he might be headed back to the dugout, and the warmth found within. 1-2. Into right field. Puig will play it on a bounce. And Vasquez is on with 2 out, and it will bring in Mookie Betts.
Ryu delivers, and Mookie swings. It's a hard shot through the shift into left center, a base hit. Vasquez has to stop at second. Well, the Red Sox have a threat going for Benintendi, who struck out and hit a fly ball to center field.
Ryan Matson is beginning to go to work in the Dodger bullpen.
It's gone full house to Benintendi. With the runners going, here it is. Blowing away, goes to the backstop. And Vasquez will stop at third. It's ball 4. So the bases are loaded for Steve Pearce. And let's see if Dave Roberts makes a move here.
The first walk of the night by the big left-hander is his final act here in game 2. New laminated cards for the outfielders.
Those aren't baseball cards?
Those are not.
The Red Sox are going to stick with Steve Pearce to face Madsen, who last night came out of the bullpen and walked Pearce on 4 pitches.
So here is, to this point, the biggest moment of the game.
The 38-year-old Ryan Madsen picked up in season from Washington. Has to throw a strike.
He rocks and delivers. Up and in, ball 4, tie game. Madsen has walked in the tying run. 2-2.
And now some real dangerous business for the Dodgers. J.D. Martinez coming up.
What a chance for the big DH. First year in Boston.
Here it is. Swinging a looper to right field. Sinking fast. It gets down for a base hit. Mookie scores. Here comes Benny. He scores 2. On to third. Pearce. 4-2 Red Sox.
This place is going crazy.
The league was extremely deep. He had no chance to catch the ball.
All this after 2 out, nobody on.
13 RBIs now this postseason for J.D. 4 in the World Series. More 2-out Lightning. Lead-off walk in the 13th inning. And here's Nunez, who pinch hit for Devers in the 10th. Runner goes, it bounces the home plate, and it's a stolen base. Nunez is knocked down. I hope he's not hurt.
Trying to get out of the way. Nunez got knocked over by Barnes. On the play, however, going to second base was Brock Holt.
Trying to get the ball was Barnes. And you could see that Nunez was trying his best to get out of the way.
Barnes went underneath him and took his leg out. This is a guy now that whether it was the knee earlier in the year, then the hamstring on that right leg came into play, and then this right ankle against Houston, and now he's sort of trying to jog this thing off.
And Nunez says he's okay to continue with a count of 1-0. Eduardo Nunez, go-ahead run at second, chops it to the right side. Going to be a tough play.
Nobody covering first. Runner first gets away. Here comes Holt. He's going to score.
his back again as he had to hustle down the line.
I mean, he slid head first, right? So it wasn't like he jammed his ankle. So he slides head first into first base, but just the fact that he had to go all out after hurting that ankle again at the plate, I think lying on the ground, he just realized how much pain he was still in.
So after all this, Boston has a 2-1 lead here in the 13th inning, and they have Nathan Eovaldi in the game on the mound for the bottom of the inning. Eduardo Nunez with a big pinch hit, 3-run home run in Game 1 of this World Series at Fenway, and he got the hit that produced the go-ahead run here tonight in the 13th inning.
Muncy leading off first with 1 out. Red Sox 2-1, bottom of the 13th. Eovaldi to Bellinger.
Swinging a high fly, shallow left, foul ground. Nunez coming over. He is there to make the catch. He tumbles into the stands over the top. He hung on. He hung on. 2 men out.
Nunez has taken a physical beating in the last couple of innings.
And the adventures of Eduardo Nunez continue. Bottom of the 16th inning, and Nathan Eovaldi is back to work.
Puig pops this one up in the infield. Eovaldi pointing up to the sky, and Nunez tumbles over the backside of the mound, making the catch.
And every time we show Nunez, he's on the ground.
It's on the ground.
Nunez has taken a beating tonight.
As Ian Kinsler will come off the bench and run for Martinez. His big lead and safe. Muncy thinks he got him. He's throwing it around as he asked the Dodgers bench to ask for a replay. Muncy thinks that Kinsler just got picked off, and he looks like he's right.
Really close.
And Kinsler got his hand back just in time, it looks like.
Sure did.
I mean, that is a very close play. Now we're going to get the call, and he is safe.
Evidently, they're going to claim not enough evidence to overturn, but it was close.
Holt waits at the plate, and there goes Kinsler. Good jump. There's a line drive into center field, a base hit. Kinsler turns second. He's on his way to third. The throw is offline. Kinsler safe. Came off the bag and managed to get back on before Justin Turner tagged him.
Holt delivers a clean single to center field with Kinsler running. And now the Red Sox have first and third and 1 out.
And it'll be Eduardo Nunez to try to put Boston on top. Fly ball into center. Is it deep enough? Bellinger's got a good arm. Kinsler tags. Here's the throw home. Kinsler out! The game stays tied. What a throw by Bellinger to keep it 1-1.
What a throw! Bellinger guns down Ian Kinsler, and the Dodgers avoid some serious damage. Cody Bellinger with a perfect throw.
What a game. What a night.
Eovaldi with a big pitch. Comes to the belt. He kicks and deals. Swinging a high fly, shallow left, foul ground. Nunez coming over. He is there to make the catch. He tumbles into the stands over the top. He hung on. He hung on. 2 men out.
He goes into the seats, and with good base running, Muncy goes to second base. And the adventures of Eduardo Nunez continue as he ends up in the front row.
Dave Roberts going out to talk with Ted Barrett.
You can advance 1 base when a fielder goes in to the stands, and once you go down, you cannot throw the ball out of there. If you're standing up, it's like going into the dugout. If you go into a dugout and you're still standing on your feet, you can throw from the dugout, but if you fall down, you cannot.
Dave Roberts came out, talked to the home plate umpire, Ted Barrett, who is a crew chief. The runner remains at second base, and Yasiel Puig will be the hitter. Looking for a hit to tie it. Muncy at second, the 1-1. That's up the middle. It's backhanded. Throw to first is wide. This game is tied.
Rolls to the sidewall, and the Dodgers have tied it at 2.
Dispara primera, el disparo es abierto. Anotando Max Muncy, empatando el partido a 2. Yasiel Puig.
Kinsler with an off-balance throw, and Vasquez had no chance.
And he tries to come up and make the throw, and unfortunately for Kinsler and the Red Sox, that allowed the tying run to score. Getting to second base, so big right there on that pop-up that went into foul territory.
I was just going to say, the base running of Muncy, so big. Bottom of the 15th. and Muncy lead it off. Nathan Eovaldi goes back out to work. Down the line in right. At the track. It is foul. Muncy was going down the line, pleading with it, just watching as he hooked it, home run distance, but on the right side of the foul pole. Wow.
And it is foul! Foul! Kerwin Danley, the umpire down the right field line, saying foul. Muncy dropped the bat. It was nearly Carlton Fisk-ish.
Max was not able to stay just inside the ball. He hooked around a little bit, and the ball was fouled. Only by a couple of feet.
2-2 game, bottom of the 18th inning. Nathan Eovaldi has been terrific, wonderful, brilliant. Here's Max Muncy. Muncy flies one in the air to left center. Back at the wall, and it's gone! It's over! Muncy, a walk-off home run to win Game 3.
And the longest World Series game in history has come to an end. A mighty blast by Max Muncy. The Dodgers are back from the dead. They win it 3-2. They move back to within 2 games to 1 in the 2018 World Series. An historic game at Dodger Stadium.
44 players used in this game. 561 total pitches thrown in this game. He just missed one in the 15th. And the Dodgers have taken their first game in the series. It's now a 2-1 Red Sox advantage.
You got to tip your hat at the effort of Nathan Eovaldi. He was absolutely outstanding in this game.
And the Dodgers are right back in it.
Bottom of the 6th inning, top of the lineup for the Dodgers, David Freese. And he hits David Freese to start the inning on the leg. And he's trying to shake it off. Kike Hernandez will come off the bench and run. Turner 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. Count 1-1. That is a fair ball. Down the line. Hernandez will dig for third. Turner into second with a double here in the 6th.
Dodgers now in business. Second and third, 1 out. As Turner doubles to left. With first base vacant, Manny Machado will be intentionally walked. And Cody Bellinger is coming up.
From the windup. Ground ball to first. Pierce to the plate. Out. Throw to first. Gets away. Down the line. Turner to the plate to score. And the Dodgers strike first. Going to third. Machado. Safe. 1-0 LA. He's up in the air. Comes down on the corner of the plate. No doubt there. That trip down the first baseline looked perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, again, you want to turn 2 on this ball, but sometimes you just can't, you know. And if you're Christian Vasquez, maybe you try to do a little bit too much by throwing this ball to first base.
Puig with a chance to give the Dodgers a hefty lead. Rodriguez to Puig. Fly ball to left. It's on its way, and it's a 3-run home run for Yasiel Puig.
Goodbye. 4-0 Dodgers in the 6th. The left-hander stays in. And Yasiel Puig connected.
This ball's drilled, and this ball's gone. Oh my, what a home run by Puig, who's driven in 3 runs.
D-Rod got his glove off on the mound, very disappointed obviously, but that fastball velocity went from 95 to 91, 92, and you certainly could wonder why Matt Barnes wasn't in that game.
Well, they pay the price. It is 4-0 Dodgers.
Well, here you go. Put your seatbelts on. We got 2 innings, 1-run game.
And it brings up Pierce, who's walked and twice flied to left field. Swing, there's a high drive, left center field. Back goes Bellinger, back by the wall. He jumps. We have a tie game. Steve Pearce has hit it out. We're tied at 4. Steve Pearce pointing to the Red Sox dugout, goes deep. Over the 375-foot marker. Red Sox 4, Dodgers 4. There's the first hit by the middle of the lineup, and a big one.
And this was the cutter down a little bit.
Well, an inside cutter is not exactly where he wanted it, and that's where Pearce was able to take advantage.
Pearce jumps on that first one that's down and hits it enough. I wasn't sure if it was going to get out, Joe. It was awful high. The ball wasn't carried tonight, but he gets him.
Kenta Maeda to face Steve Pearce. Pearce with a game-tying home run in the 8th inning. So Pearce looking to do it again here.
Into the gap in right center field. This ball is down into the wall. It will empty the bases.
It's a 2-out, bases clearing double for Steve Pearce. And the Red Sox have opened it up in the 9th. It's 8-4.
And this right here, best piece of hitting.
Can you believe it? Steve Pearce, acquired in midseason, has become Mr. October in tonight's game.
Look at Chris Sale pumping up his teammates.
7 strikeouts, 3 walks, and gave up 1 base hit. 1 out, 1 on in the 7th. And the lefty Alexander.
3-0 from the lefty. That is outside to put 2 on with 1 out.
Just saw Dave Roberts coming to get him, and he had a look of shock on his face. But he came out of the bullpen and just walked the batter on 4 pitches. Mitch is 0 for 7 in the World Series. Runners at first and second with 2 down. Ryan Madsen, the veteran, delivers home. Swinging a high fly ball, right field. This is deep, way back it goes, and it's a 3-run home run for pinch hitter Mitch Moreland. The Red Sox are right back in it.
And more inherited runners scoring against Madsen. A run charge to Hill, a run charge to Alexander.
Well, here you go. Put your seatbelts on. We got 2 innings, 1-run game.
Here's the pitch. Swing, there's a high drive, left center field. Back goes Bellinger, back by the wall. He jumps. We have a tie game. Steve Pearce has hit it out. We're tied at 4.
Last night, Bradley. Tonight, Pearce. And the score is tied at 4.
So going to the closer in the 8th inning with a 2, 3, and 4 hitters, and that did not work.
So here is Floro.
Got to get one right here.
Brock's been on base twice. He's walked twice.
Left side, fair ball. What a piece of hitting by Holt. And he digs into second base with a double.
And the go-ahead run now in scoring position.
So Devers is batting for Leon.
And he delivers the 2-0. And a swing and a ground ball up the middle of base hit. Brock Holt comes around third. He will score. Devers does it again. And the Red Sox come back to lead it 5-4 in the 9th.
Brock Holt got it started, and Rafael Devers comes off the bench and delivers. Well, is this game going to stay tight? That's up to Kenta Maeda.
So Pearce looking to do it again here. There's a swing and a drive to the right center field gap. That ball's caught the gap. It's going to the wall. Devers scores. Betts scores. Here comes Benintendi. It's a 2-out. Bases clearing double for Steve Pearce. And the Red Sox have opened it up in the 9th. It's 8-4.
Can you believe it? Steve Pearce, acquired in midseason, has become Mr. October.
Maeda's pitch. Xander swings and he ropes it into left center field, a base hit. Here comes Pearce around third. He'll score. It is 9-4 Boston.
The Dodgers don't go quietly. One more base runner and the tying run will step in.
Here comes the 2-1 from Kimbrel. It is swung on, ground ball to third. Backhanded play by Devers. Reaches, throws to first, and he got him. What a play. What a play by Rafael Devers.
That's the kid Devers, who pinch hit for Nunez and somehow got up and fired a strike to get Machado. And Machado was out as he steps on the heel of Pierce at first.
3-ball, 2-strike pitch to Bellinger. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on and lifted in the air to center field over left center. Benintendi will make the catch, and the Red Sox win it. The Red Sox now have a 3-1 lead and can win the World Series tomorrow night.
Pierce had the game-tying home run last night, his second postseason homer. The pitch, and he swings and drives one left center field deep. Hernandez back at the wall. Goodbye. Home run. Steve Pierce, and the Red Sox lead it 2-0.
Pierce has got another. Before I could say it, their hottest hitter had come to the plate right here in the first, coming off of last night's last 2 at-bats, and he jumped right away on the pitch, and wow.
2-run home run for Steve Pierce, who has sliced and diced the Dodgers in the World Series.
His third home run of the postseason. He has 10 RBIs and 2 homers and 6 RBIs in this World Series, making him an MVP candidate.
No question.
Red Sox 4-1, 2 out, 8th inning. Baez to Pierce.
High fly ball into left, back at the wall. He's got another. How about Steve Pierce?
Steve Pierce, another home run, and the Red Sox lead it 5-1.
His second home run of the night.
He doesn't want to give up that MVP to Pierce.
Let's have co-MVPs.
Look at that.
Boy, Steve Pierce, what an acquisition. Here he is, becoming an October legend for the Red Sox.
35 years old, getting a taste of the World Series, and he likes the taste.